Hello witches, wizards, and those who are yet to receive their Hogwarts school letters, welcome to my Harry Potter kitchen. This is a YouTube series where I'm baking my way through the Harry Potter books, creating recipes for every item of food and drink that we find inside. If you missed last week's recipe for the ultimate vegan Christmas pudding that tastes out of this world, then make sure you check out the link down below in the description to catch up. And if you're new to the kitchen and you want to see some more Harry Potter recipes, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you get an alert every Magic Monday when there's a brand new recipe. Speaking of which, it's time to head back into the chamber. Are you full from the Christmas feast yet? I'm not, so let's head back into chapter 12, the Polyjuice Potion, to find out what's next. Okay, so Hermione has taken them out of the hall and let them know for the first time that in order for Polyjuice Potion to work, you need something of the person that you're turning into, and they're going to need to get it from Crabbe and Goyle. Don't worry though, she has a plan, and that's where I can see our next recipe. She held up 2 plump chocolate cakes. I filled these with a simple sleeping draft. All you have to do is make sure Crabbe and Goyle find them. Time to make some irresistible cupcakes. If you'd like to recreate these double chocolate cupcakes with hidden Hogwarts House centres, then all of the ingredients, measurements and instructions are up on my website, bradleybakes.co.uk. The link is down below in the description. So today we are making chocolate cupcakes, and we need to make sure that these cupcakes are so irresistible that Crabbe and Goyle cannot resist biting into them, so we can get on with our Polyjuice Potion plan. So today I'm going to show you my easy chocolate cupcake recipe for a really moist, rich, chocolatey cupcake, and we're going to fill that with a white chocolate buttercream, so when you bite into it you'll get that extra hit of chocolate. We're going to go one step further with our magic this week as well, because we love Hogwarts House themed cakes. I'm going to dye some of those buttercreams in the inside so that when you bite into them, you'll reveal which Hogwarts house you belong to. It's a great recipe to enjoy for a Harry Potter party or to gift to your favourite friends. First up, we need to make those chocolate sponge cakes, so this is what you need to do. To make your easy chocolate cupcakes, all you need to do is cream together your butter and your sugar in a bowl until it's light and fluffy. Scrape down the sides and keep on whisking. In a separate bowl, I'm going to crack my eggs and then give them a good whisk until they're nice and combined. Slowly pour this into your butter and sugar, mixing as you go. Once that's all incorporated, scrape down the sides again and add in your flour, your mixed spice and your vanilla. I'm then going to make a quick chocolate paste using some cocoa powder and some hot milk, mixing that through until it's smooth and then adding it into my cake mix. Give this one final whisk, mixing it until it's just combined, as we don't want to overwork it. And then we can scrape down the sides and it's good to go into our cases. So these cupcakes hold their shape. You want to get yourself a cupcake mold or holder and place your cases in each one. I'm then going to use an ice cream scoop to make sure we get a nice even amount inside each case. A quick trick to get these nice and level is to tap the tray on your work surface and that will even out your mixture. These then need to go into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're cooked. You'll know they're ready when a skewer comes out clean. So our cupcakes are all cooked. I'm going to leave them to one side to cool down while we move on to making our white chocolate buttercream recipe. Now this is a really easy buttercream recipe, but trust me, it's going to taste incredible, and those elements of white chocolate are really going to complement our chocolate cupcake base. As I mentioned, we're going to take out part of that buttercream and we're going to dye that into our 4 Hogwarts House colours so that whenever you bite into it, it acts as a bit of a sorting hat and will tell you which house you belong to. Let me know down below in the comments. Who do you represent? This is what you need to do next. To make your white chocolate buttercream, you want to start by melting down your white chocolate. So I've got myself a bowl over simmering water and then added in my chocolate, stirring that through until it's nice and melted. We then need to give this a chance to cool before we incorporate it into the icing. So I'm going to take it off the heat, place it to one side and leave that for a few minutes. For the icing, you want to take some room temperature butter and whisk that until it becomes light and fluffy. I'm then going to add my icing sugar a bit at a time, starting on a slow speed and then speeding it up as it gets more and more incorporated. Once all the icing sugar has been combined, you can flavour it with your vanilla and some milk. Once your white chocolate has cooled, you can then pour that into the icing and then carry on whisking that for another 1 to 2 minutes. Once the icing is nice and stiff, I'm then going to take out 1/3 and we're going to use this to colour for the centre of our cupcakes. Split into 4 and then dye red for Gryffindor, green for Slytherin, blue for Ravenclaw, and yellow for Hufflepuff. Next, I'm going to take a cupcake corer and cut out the middle of each cupcake. If you don't have a corer, then you can just use a knife and spoon. Add in about 2 teaspoons of icing into each of your cupcakes, right up to the top. The rest of our white chocolate icing then needs to go into a piping bag, and I've got a star nozzle, and I'm going to pipe swirls on top of the cupcake. You want to make sure that you hide the Hogwarts House buttercream on the inside so it remains a surprise. Just to make sure that Crabbe and Goyle don't miss the magic in these, I'm going to sprinkle over some golden crunch nuggets to give them an extra shine. And with that, our double chocolate Sorting Hat Cupcakes are complete. You might say this recipe is a knockout. So there you have it, that's my super simple double chocolate cupcake recipe with a Harry Potter twist. These are so good, they will definitely trick Crabbe and Goyle, and they're perfect to make if you're having a Harry Potter themed party. You can give them to your guests and watch as they surprise themselves and find out which house they belong in. Let me know down below in the comments which one you hope will be inside your cupcake. That's all for this week's recipe, but if you want to see more from my Harry Potter kitchen, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, click on the notification bell, then you'll get an alert every Magic Monday when there's a brand new recipe. I better head to the Sorting Hat Cupcake, and I'll see you next time. Not Slytherin, not Slytherin. No!